It's before the bell. Podcast slamming all comers. Bloodlines, hot thighs, yeah, no runners. Boys Martin, J, and CT. Laid out for the count. 1, 2, 3. Before the bell podcast. Before the bell podcast.
The summer has been slammed. Tribal Chief is back. There are champions all abound in different companies and a whole lot more. It is all this to talk about, man, this week here on Before the Bell, the greatest, dopest, best wrestling podcast there is. Yo, I'm one of your three hosts, the Urban Gladiator, Jay Washington. To my right, my esteemed colleague, duly designated, one and only, main event, CT. Now, for some reason, our other co-host hasn't shown up yet. I feel like he wants to be fashionably late, but maybe just...
Yeah. I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa!
Hi, you would be this week?
I'm the African-American nightmare, Marty Modes. And let me tell you out there, for a lot of people, they don't know this, but I had a podcast before this one called Bullies Podcast with Brooke and Martin. And it never hit the amount of subscribers. It never hit the 5 stars on Apple Music. It never hit the 5 stars on Spotify. And we never got to 10,000 subs. But for Before the Bell, it's time for us to finish the glory. I want us to get 10,000 subs on YouTube. I want us to get $100 on Super Chat. I want us to get 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars all across the board on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. I don't think they do podcasts on Tidal anymore, but if they did, if they supported black artists like we do here at Before the Bell, then we would. But until then, we're going to continue to be the champions of wrestling podcasts. We're going to continue to be each and every one of you's African-American heroes, despite what you might say in some of the comments. I'm African-American Nightmare, out. So what do you guys want to talk about?
The outfit is amazing. Let me give you that off top. The shirt, the pants. I see what you did with the shoes. They can't see the shoes, but it's got the flag in there. You're doing your thing. The promo sounded more Sami Zayn-ish. I wish you would have started with what do you guys want to talk about first, but the ending, of course, makes sense. But
it segued, didn't it? Because you got to talk about it. Yeah.
You're never going to find a bigger fan of Marty Modes than me. Yeah, man, this is what you should be wearing because the champ retained.
All right, look, let's just do this real fast. Blessings, bless you.
Thank you.
Marty Modes.
Yeah.
Whoa! I felt like that was appropriate for you.
Of course, for all my inwards out there, my nightmares.
Touche.
All right, as y'all already know, to those who are watching us live right now on YouTube, the super chats are open. For those who are listening to us on the podcast feed, man, we thank you and appreciate you. For everybody who's been watching our YouTube clips, our Instagram clips, we appreciate the hell out of y'all and the YouTube clips. To everybody that's been in the comments that's getting mad, all to the white boys with private pages, that's your loss.
By the way, I'm glad you said that.
You know, we gotta acknowledge, we gotta do it.
Listen, man, the people that have commented angry things, that's fine. It's engagement.
Yes.
What I need you to stop doing is responding to people. It makes no sense for you to go from here and lower yourself to someone here. It's only going to bring more. And I'll tell you something else. There was one dude that commented, and I was almost afraid for you. The guy commented.
What?
He was like, man, these dudes ain't funny. And I read him like, whatever, comedy's subjective. Yeah. I'm never going to prove to you why I'm hilarious. And you said, oh, really? And then you were like, yeah, well, nobody asked you for your opinion. And he was like, yeah, y'all just not. And you were like, well, blah, blah, blah. And he said, hey, all that tough talk, don't make me get back in my bag and find your IP address.
With an Obama phone, the Section 8 apartment.
And I was like, I told Tange, I was like, yo, I forgot this is the internet. Yeah. People can And I have a couple of members of Team CT that are good at finding things, but it's like there are people who can destroy you just from comments. And that's why I learned to not go crazy with people in comments. I'm telling you that not only to not make us look bad as a whole, but two, for your own safety, boy.
Can I admit something? I did do a couple of the comments under the page that a couple of those were me, but I did it as the page, so they can't find me.
Hey, I'm glad you said that. Internet trolls, them two, not your boy. I had no part, boy.
Them two.
I don't want no smoke.
Look, so yeah, aside that, let's just say this out. Let's say these real quick around the horn. Thoughts on SummerSlam,
There's
good
so
or
much
bad?
water.
Just as a good or bad,
Yes.
the greatest SummerSlam card from top to bottom I've ever seen. There was no match that I did not get excited about.
Okay. Martin?
It was good.
I think it's good. I think it was a good card. It was a good card. I will say this real fast.
Every match was a title match except for one.
Which was damn near had more stakes than the title match itself.
Yeah. I mean, it was for the bracelet title. So
It was for the
I want that bracelet.
yo,
well, you know what you have to go through for it now. You know what's gonna happen if you get that man's bracelet.
You gotta go through that ass whooping on both of them. I will say this. It was
I'm so glad you said whooping. After that, I was like, what is this about?
Yeah,
You got to go through that ass. Like,
hey, yo.
jeez Louise.
Overall, it was a predictable card, but even though some things were predictable,
Mhm.
it didn't take the excitement out of them.
Yeah.
No, because I think it's only predictable because we predicted it before it happened. It's not that the whole of wrestling fans did. It's we've been talking about this for months, what was going to happen. And this is partly why I'm like, man, I know WWE is watching us, because we have in detail booked several matches and several pay-per-view. We booked Survivor Series the moment Roman lost at WrestleMania.
The moment he lost.
So the fact that I'm starting to see these theories, I start seeing them around Money in the Bank. I'm like, man, we already said this. So it's like we're enjoying wrestling and watching WWE.
Yeah.
But it's like we predicted it. So it's like we got what we said.
Although I will say one thing that's a big takeaway for me from SummerSlam is Rhea and Damian. They're the bad guys.
Woo!
Like they do everything that's happening. They deserve.
Yo, I saw a meme about Rhea and said Rhea's first two victims from when she joined the Judgment Day have finally got their retribution. Because you forget, she used to beat the piss out of Dominic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, but the beautiful thing, that's the one thing we praise Triple H about when it comes to storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Because Vince will start some of these stories, right? And you're just like, all right, whatever, that was it.
He'd fire you in the middle of the story.
He'll fire you in the middle of the story.
Wait a minute, what happened to dude?
But you have...
What? How would he do it?
I don't know. He wasn't getting over. It wasn't happening fast enough, and he wasn't wearing a condom.
That's why he wasn't wearing a condom.
We don't want any babies here.
Oh my God.
But you have that, and then it's like Triple H is like, no, we did this.
Yep.
Let's pull this back around and make it a full circle. Because now, Michael Cole said it best on commentary. SummerSlam 2024 goes down as the full implosion of the Judgment Day.
No.
Well, as we know it.
No, because we already have a new bloodline with which we'll get to, but this is New Judgment Day. Finn finally is the leader.
Oh, yeah.
You still got Carlito. You still have JD McDonough.
But that's why I said the Judgment Day as we know it.
And now you have Liv, Morgan, and Dom. This is the New Judgment Day.
Oh, yeah.
So as far as this is what I said, they kicked out the founding members of Judgment Day.
So they went to the next generation.
Because it started with Edge, Rhea, and Damian.
Yeah.
And now that those two are gone, but they're gone because they're faces at the end of the day. Damian Priest start getting face pops. Hella pause right after his promo.
Yo. That took me a minute. I was like, okay.
He's been getting, over with the crowd since Gunther called him street trash, right? And
which that made me think he was gonna win,
bro. I was
feeling like
thing when we saw the fact that we said, "Hey man, August gonna get here, and we know Gunther gonna get that title. We all said it, and
then
we
that
all knew
promo
it.
happened,
And that promo, we were like, well, maybe you could win. And that's the beautiful thing about the writing, is they were able to make us believe for a second he could win.
Also, can I give a shout out to the MVP in the production truck during that very first match with Rhea and Liv?
Woo!
Boy,
Glory be.
Boy, glory be to good man. Listen, the camera, the camera would stay on one spot too long. Somebody like, switch camera. You like, you can't stop.
Can't stop that.
You can't stop this. Like,
let me tell you something. Liv Morgan gave Dominic that after wrestling match breath kiss. I was like, oh, I guess I can respect that.
You still not folding?
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you when I knew I was gonna fold for Liv Morgan. When Liv Morgan did that turn and them cut up jean shorts, man, I'll fold like warm laundry, boy.
and that boy was like, I'm all about mommy. Them jean shorts came. Hey, mommy, I'll talk to you a little later.
Well, here's the thing too. For Dom, he's probably like, wow, finally I get to peg someone that's not Rhea pegging me. So I get why he switched over. He got chicken nuggets, a PS5, and he's not getting reamed by Rhea anymore. That was what their relationship was, right? That's what their relationship. Why are you looking at me like that? That's what their relationship. That's when she would like whisper in his ear. They couldn't say it on camera, but she was definitely pegging Dom. That's what the premise of their relationship was.
Is that what you took from that?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? He's calling her mommy and stuff. That's
what you took from that?
What did you think was happening?
Oh, they was just having some good relations. I didn't take that Dom was being bent over and getting the Judgment Day special. I didn't take
the Judgment Day special.
Yeah, he's getting dominated, He was getting
eradicated.
Yo.
Is that not what was chat? Chat, help me out, chat.
He needs some assistance. Hey, chat, please. Please, chat, help me out, chat, please.
Yeah. So,
shout out to everybody in the chat. Again, super chats are open. If you donate a substantial amount, we will stop the show and acknowledge you. I think we had one earlier. I want to get back to that. I did see one pop up earlier, but we'll get to I think that one is there. MTK2 Fitness says, I honestly thought the Drew Punk match was going to be more violent, but great PLE overall. Hey, they saving that for Bad Blood when they go Hell in a Cell.
Punk said he ain't doing no Hell in a Cell. He's like, I just got back. I'm hurt.
No, remember he said, but that was about the first.
No.
Yeah, Punk doing that. They do. I think that's the only way you can end that feud.
Hell in a Cell? I think they could do better than that. I think it's going to be, I would like to see a triple threat because during that match, I was like, this is great, but Seth is not so much as in the way as he is, you need him to get into this action. Yeah. So you're watching all three of them, man. And I'll also go out to say this. I honestly think that Seth is still healing because for him not to have a match at SummerSlam after just having a match at Money in the Bank against Damian, it was like, what are y'all not telling us? I know y'all brought him back too soon. Mm-hmm. I know he's not fully recovered. So what are y'all not saying? Did you just bring him back early because you're like, Damian needs an opponent?
Did you like the ref cam?
A couple of them had that body cam on. A couple of them.
That body cam was what you
They had that body cam on, bro. And I'm like, what's this about? They trying it out. I liked it for some things.
Yeah.
What does it say?
I'm going to tell my kids this was Cody Rhodes, and it's a photo of comedian Brad Williams.
Listen, there will be no Cody, Raheem Devon slander on my watch ever. You understand me?
You will.
Yeah.
The American Nightmare, boy. Okay, so let's go in order.
Okay.
So we saw that match.
So let's go to the secondary match, which was the IC title match.
No. The second match was the
US title match. I'm sorry.
Yeah, US title.
Look, Logan Paul,
yeah.
LA Knight, MGK comes out with Logan Paul, all Cleveland boys.
Yeah.
Cool. Before the bell starts, before the bell starts, they going hard.
Yeah.
Pause. The neck breaker on the table.
Insane.
And
it had to hurt because the table didn't break.
The table didn't get because you saw LA Knight laying there for a second like, ooh.
You can always tell when they do the photo with Triple H and they still sweaty and stuff just like falling off of him. You're like, oh, he was making sure this one gonna be another battle royal, a Slim Jim battle royal for you.
Facts.
Yeah.
Look, I want to say this, and I love you two's response and thoughts on this. It sucks we may not see him again for a while because he's an attraction. But Logan Paul is a bona fide WWE grade A superstar.
Yes.
Yeah.
That moonsault he pulled off.
Crazy.
Yeah, sick.
I don't think I've even seen a luchador do that. Like, I haven't seen any of the luchadors in probably the last 10 years do something like that.
Yeah.
Not a Sin Cara, not a Ray.
Well, Sin Cara couldn't do a lot of things.
He couldn't do a lot of things. And man, he could barely get in the ring.
He would trip.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
Hunico.
Oh,
The first one was the one who sucked. Hunico was good.
Oh yeah, Hunico.
But by that time, it was like, well, it's already kind of ruined.
We know already what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man, that was
sad.
That was a time.
Times.
That was like the Great Depression of watching wrestling. You're like, oh, I went through a lot. I feel like I
gotta watch this weird camera angle for a dude to jump on the trampoline.
If you think about it, where we are now in WWE, where we have been since 2022-ish, the fact that we've gotten great wrestling in the past 2 years makes you really think like, man, we've held on.
Yeah.
Because we sat through some times.
Hey, brother, Mason Ryan was on the roster at one point in time. Shouts out to Daniel Jones for the super chat. Says, praise the cameraman drinking both their bath waters would get me more lit than any. That is wild, sir. Can you scroll up for a little bit on that one, producer? I can see the second one. No, go down.
Yeah.
Randy Constance, the homie, says, Liv is one of those stone astrology type women. Tread lightly, brother. Hey, let me tell you something. She got some crystals tucked away in some great places.
That's a fact. But the LA Knight match was incredible. I enjoyed it. It was great to see him win because had he not won that title, he would have lost his credibility.
Yeah.
You lose credit. It's just like we were saying with Cody. If he wouldn't have won at WrestleMania, that credibility is shot.
Yeah.
So when you see Logan Paul win, let's see. First, we had Rhea versus Liv. We knew Liv was going to retain. We knew Dom was going to interrupt, but we didn't know how. And I didn't see that kiss coming at all.
That's what I didn't see coming.
Tongue. There's like,
yeah,
that's the one I did.
Like, hey man, you know you're married, right?
But you know it worked. But it worked the way they did the spot for me because him saying when she had the chair, no, you'll get disqualified.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, Dom's on the level with this joint, and then throwing the chair back, the oblivion to the chair. 1, 2, 3. And I'm thinking Dom gonna be like, oh, I messed up. And when he walked away, it was like, well, bitch, I don't know what to tell you. I was like, yo, is this happening now?
Let me tell you something.
Liv
Liv Morgan is the type of white girl you gotta defend your mama. You be like, hey, look, I know what you had in mind for me. But it is what it is. All right. Now I need you.
Hey,
I need you to support us. And I need you to teach her how to make your spaghetti. Now that's all I'm gonna ask of you.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something. Liv Morgan type white girl, you bring to the cookout on Juneteenth. You say, listen, I love her. Y'all got to understand this. That's my claim.
I don't know if
to
I'm going to participate.
Juneteenth, you wild.
Yeah.
I'll take an argument with my mom. I'm about to get beat
wait.
up by all these blacks.
All these blacks?
All these blacks.
All
boy.
these blacks?
Juneteenth, you can't take, you might be able to take about 2 people's punches. You can't take over 100 people's punches. Juneteenth is a mob, bro.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. They gonna beat you. They gonna start teaching you black history as they whooping you, and then your girl gonna start wearing the Muslim
This
glasses.
is for Emmett. You're like, oh, wow. Okay, all right. Honey, get the car. Get the Prius. Go get the Prius.
This is for Emmett.
Yeah.
What?
Honey, get the Prius. Go get the Prius.
Get the Prius. Get the pumpkin pie back. They don't like it. Get the pie.
Take it back.
Yeah,
we got to go to Walmart.
You got the receipt from Kroger? We're going to take the potato salad back. We're going to take it back.
Oh.
You didn't even try it. This is on you. You're the real racist. You like, sorry, yeah.
Potato salad with raisins is fine. You got to give it a chance.
You didn't even try it. This is not what MLK dreamed about.
Oh.
Miracle Whip is delicious.
Miracle Whip is delicious. I don't know who's been denying that fact. Miracle Whip is probably the blackest of the mayonnaises, if we be completely honest.
It's not mayonnaise, it's salad dressing.
No, Miracle Whip is
It's salad dressing.
No, it's not.
No,
Look on the label. It says salad dressing.
I don't. That's just like the Uno saying that I can't stack a draw
Producer above
too.
you now.
Producer Mark, if you could pull up, what Miracle Whip is.
When Uno told me I couldn't do something, I'm like, how you gonna tell me what I can do in my house?
Oh yeah, everybody was like,
Miracle
it's
Whip?
above you.
It's for sandwiches, boy.
The condiment manufactured. Okay.
They even lead it with a sandwich ain't a sandwich without the tangy zip of Miracle.
So original dressing.
But it didn't say salad dressing.
Oh, that's what I meant. Just
That's
dressing.
sandwich dressing.
Everything's dressing when you think about it.
That's a fact.
This is crazy.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so the
That's
super
why it has an apostrophe in
the
Miracle.
super brain buster.
Cause what?
Because it's black. Miracle Whip. That's the apostrophe in there. Miracle Whip.
You like Hellman's, don't you?
Bring out the best.
See?
Yeah.
You're not a Miracle Whip, boy.
I'm not a Miracle Whip fan.
It's tangy.
That tanginess. I don't like that tanginess.
It
with
makes it feel like I made a good decision with the sandwich. Hellman's makes me feel like just sad. Like it's like oppression.
Yo.
Look, Miracle Whip is like for you, like, okay, so Miracle Whip, I hate that I'm using this analogy. Miracle Whip is like watching Living Single. And Hellman's is like watching Friends. But sometimes you want a Ross and Chandler in your life. So
I've never wanted a Ross and Chandler in my life. I've only wanted
as far
Kyle
as
Barker and Overton. That's all I ever wanted, man.
Okay, can we move?
You know it's still awkward when he didn't watch Living Single. All right, so
no, I did. No, Overton was the handyman, and then
what did Kyle do?
What did he? Was he a lawyer?
Okay,
no,
that's what you think he did.
He just worked in a general office job, and him and Maxine were always banging. But they had like a weird.
He's technically right.
You're not wrong. He wasn't a lawyer, but that's actually.
I was like 7. Well,
doesn't matter. Still replay. You can watch it.
Huh?
It's still out to be watched.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
I don't really watch Netflix.
You a lie. Check it out.
Oh, I will, but no, I know that.
Do what you. That was.
The dancing lady. We
cool.
are
Take that off the screen, please.
Yeah, please.
Single.
Let's talk that super. Before we get out this match, that super brain buster.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect.
It wasn't supposed to be a brain buster. He didn't kick his legs high enough.
Oh, that's what it was?
He was supposed to. That's the suplex.
I think Logan thought it was going to be a superplex, but LA Knight was, you're taking this brain buster.
You're taking this brain. You going down. Luckily, though, the one thing I did watch on the replay several times, the cradle and the protection was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, of course, shouts out to Corey Graves and Michael Cole and all them selling it on commentary. Because at first, when it first go down, you're like, oh, shit. And I was like, okay, he was perfectly cradled.
That's your last cuss word, bro. That's you 3 in.
I'm 3?
You 3 in. You out of control.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's on me.
Man. That's that nan cast in you.
Yeah, you tripping, but we don't do that here.
You don't take no breath work in between.
Yeah, you're right.
You just segue right in.
Well, I'm on pain pills and pain medication.
It's always something, boy. You are inside. You must be the baddest chick in the world because only bad chicks got excuses. It's always something. How you doing today? Oh, I wish I was doing better. My rent is a little high. My son got arrested for selling cocaine. I'll tell you a little later. It's always something.
I've known Jay for almost 15 years. There's never been a conversation with, how you doing, Jay? He was like, oh, I'm good. How are you? Never.
Never.
I'm doing your ass.
Jay.
Twice at least.
Twice. So LA Knight, after that match, what match was it? After the LA Knight match, I think we went straight to Intercontinental.
Intercontinental, right back.
So let me tell you something. That match told you everything except, hey, we just want to give him the title right now.
Yeah.
Because they were like, these are the people who won the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam, and these people and this people, and Sammy's been a great champion.
Will it be another change at SummerSlam? Yes.
Yeah. That was so painted on the wall. It was worth it, though.
That made sense. That was the time to do it. And it was a Braun Breaker's a beast.
He's a star.
Yeah.
You can tell they want him to be in the main event, but they're like, hey, we still got to throw you through the move. You know what I'm saying? You got to go pay your dues.
I'm going to ask y'all a question when we get to this
Let's
moment.
hear it.
But we got to go down from the next up, women's title match, excuse me.
Which was great.
Yeah.
Yo, can we please, and this to the audience watching, stop dogging Nia Jax. By the way, real quick, shouts out Deuce Bigelow for the $20 donation.
Hey,
saying Pat went crazy on Dom. Yes, he did. Pat McAfee on the I love the Triple H was in his ear. It was like, go say it. Because they used to be scared. Can I say the word? Can I say it?
No.
But Nia Jax has proven time and time again since her return.
Her return.
She has been way better. Oh, Nia just gonna hurt everybody. Nia is working.
I love that she was smacking around Bayley and saying that. I'm reckless.
I'm clumsy.
I'm clumsy. And I was like,
that's how you do it, though, man.
That's how you do it.
That's the best way to get revenge. Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see you though. That's why they had us in them separate rooms. You knew what time it was.
You knew what time
and
it was.
It ain't Tiffy.
Which I thought it was.
Because her music hit.
Yeah.
Thought she was about to cash in. I'm glad she didn't, because I didn't want it to be a triple threat.
No, I didn't think that. I thought this was my prediction, and please tell me if you agree or disagree. Nia gets it.
Mm-hmm.
She wins it. They celebrate. Tiffy pops her because she still had the ref with her. Tiffy pop her with the briefcase, cash it in. Prettiest moonsault ever. 1, 2, 3. That's what I saw.
Uh-huh.
because I knew it wasn't gonna be a triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
You let Nia have her moment, and I was like, oh, we gonna pull this whole Drew McIntyre again,
Right?
but maybe less than 5 minutes. Soon as she get it, y'all celebrate. Oh, this is the princess and the queen, blah blah blah. Pop to the back of the head.
Here's why it didn't happen. They realized and they listened to the audience with everybody except the Street Profits. And when I say that means that Tiffany is supposed to become a face. Nia would have become the face had she gotten cashed in on.
Yeah, you're right.
They don't want Nia as a face.
Yeah.
They want her as a credible heel.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, apologize. Yo, producer Yo just put me on game real quick. Shout out to 175 of y'all watching us live right now, man.
Woo!
This means the world to us. Thank you to everybody watching us live. And if you're watching on the replay, let us know where you at right now with the show.
Yeah, type if you watch it in the comments tomorrow when it airs, say replay squad. And if you watch it for the first time, tell us you watch it for the first time. We appreciate everybody watching live. It's always a blessing to get the love from you guys. We see it in the comments. We see it in the views. We have another video that's going viral right now. And we can't stop. So please make sure that you are following the page, that you are following Before the Bell podcast everywhere, because we cannot get higher without you guys.
Next up,
after the Intercontinental title.
you mean after the women's? After the
After the women's was
the grudge match, baby.
Yeah.
Woo.
Hey, shouts out to Seth Rollins, referee shirt. That thing was shiny.
insane. The
Very
most
shiny.
bedazzled man of all time.
That's a fact.
They threw glitter on him.
Yo,
It's like, yeah.
I will say this.
That's how he soaked in the glitter.
Do it again.
Yeah. All right, I'm ready to referee
With
now.
a body roll.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is one of those guys. He's out of the Shawn Michaels conversation. Remember
What do you
when
mean?
he started? When Dolph Ziggler was going, everybody was like, oh, they're like Shawn Michaels. Seth Rollins is his own animal, bro.
I think he's been his own animal though for a while now.
I think he broke out of the Shawn Michael comparison probably right after he beat Sting.
I would say
I'd say a little bit after, only because I think at that time they were trying to paint him as reckless.
Okay.
Because that was like right after he broke John Cena's nose, and then he broke Sting's back. Was his back?
yeah,
or
his back. Yeah,
Yeah. So
And Finn Balor's
Finn
shoulder.
Balor's shoulder.
yeah, that was
You're right.
Yeah. So I think that there was a certain image they were trying to portray him as, and then when he made that return and like did the feud with Triple H, the feud with Brock Lesnar, a lot of it was kind of
Burn
weak.
it down, Seth.
Yeah, when Burn It Down Seth was like coming up,
Yeah.
I think that's when he really broke out because he had something to prove of. I don't hurt people. I'm not reckless. Like Nia, he was the
Yeah.
Nia Jax of like 2016.
CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. Look, first of all, I have to give kudos both to men
Yeah.
Yeah,
for doing good business with each other.
Yeah.
But Drew beat the piss out of him
as he should.
as he should have.
He needed to win more than Punk did.
Yes, he
Yeah.
did. I agree. There were some people I kept seeing on social media was like, no, Punk should have got this. I'm like, no, Punk doesn't need this one.
Mm-hmm.
Punk just needed to have a good match, a healthy match.
A healthy match.
He needed a and he had it.
Yeah.
And when he told Seth, hey man, stay on my damn way, bro. And when Seth picked up that bracelet, he was like, hey, what you doing?
It's not what you think. I just picked it up.
Hey, bro, what you
No,
doing?
he was seeing red with Seth.
Yeah.
Those three dudes do not like each other, bro.
Yeah.
I think Seth and Drew obviously are great friends, but Drew and Punk. So what Drew said was they didn't get along because of how he treated him when they were coming up. He said he was part of the reason that he ended up getting let go. And
Oh,
Punk
wow.
said, no, you got let go because you got let go. And that helped you come back. But I had nothing to do with it. You seeing me because you don't want to blame who the true enemy was. And I'm like, woo! But then, who knows why Seth doesn't really like CM Punk.
I'll go to that in a second. Daniel Jones, shouts out for the super chat, said, I seen a meme that said Nia can bounce on that thing.
Okay.
It was a super chat.
No,
I
yeah,
had
no,
to
I get it.
acknowledge
You
it.
didn't have to
Yeah.
acknowledge that one in the speed that you did it. And
Yeah.
And the
that's,
tone.
that's
and the,
death by Susu?
snoo.
Snoo, yeah.
Don't
death
have,
by
listen,
Snoo.
that's a death I'll take.
Oh,
Because
yeah?
when she did them two annihilators back to, first of all, can we give her props how quick she got up for that first one and went
Yeah.
back to it? Was
Facts.
like, no, we doing this one more again.
She's good. She's good, man.
She's good.
Yeah.
This run of Nia Jax has been extremely entertaining. Since the Royal Rumble, I think that's when she made her comeback.
Yeah.
She's having a hell of a year. She might be most improved player of the year.
And Triple H is telling you this.
Yeah.
He's been telling all the pictures, all the accolades and the praise he's been giving her. He's been telling. But go back to Punk. You were about to say Punk and Drew.
Oh, now
Look, Punk. I see JP Runs it said in the comments, and I saw a lot of people said this. Punk screwed Punk.
Yeah.
if he would have not let his emotions go on Seth, he could have beat Drew. Drew came back. Drew hit that mug with that Claymore. I was like, well, this is done.
Oh, but I was going to say the match, the way it was laid out reminded me a lot of SummerSlam 97 of Undertaker versus Bret Hart with Shawn Michaels as the guest referee.
Yes.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels being the one who screws Undertaker, which led to the first Hell in a Cell match of Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, which I think that would be the better progression is go Seth. Drew won, right? So Drew, he could be done.
No, it's not over.
It's not over.
Seth and Punk is a WrestleMania match.
That's right. Yes, indeed. That's WrestleMania.
Can you hold off that long?
Yes, you have to.
How?
I don't. Yeah, you're right. Because
Punk doesn't need to be. Punk is Punk isn't a full-time talent.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. Punk has only been at certain Raws. He's only been at certain pay-per-views. He has not been at every pay-per-view.
Because he wasn't clear. You got to remember.
It's not about being cleared. I'm talking about even him doing commentary.
Okay.
He's not at every single event. So you can hold that off. He doesn't need to be seen again until you don't need him for Bash in Berlin.
Okay.
You can use him for Bad Blood, then Survivor Series, and that's our last pay-per-view of the year anyway.
No, it's not. Oh, they took away the December one, right?
Right.
Yeah,
so
it's
right. It's Bash in Berlin,
Bad Blood,
Survivor Series, then it's the Royal Rumble.
Okay, then we set up,
He could hold that off until Mania, especially if he has about 2 more matches with Drew. If anything, have him and Drew do something at maybe Bash or Bad Blood.
No, I think you have the culminate. I think you have Bash, Punk goes over, Bad Blood, or Bash in Berlin is the triple threat.
No, I think if anything, Bad Blood is a triple threat.
Bad Blood main event triple threat.
Bad Blood. Okay, but one of the two will get us the triple threat.
Yeah.
So we'll get
triple
the triple
threat. Hell in a Cell would be
triple
sick.
threat Hell in a Cell.
I don't want to see that.
Why not?
A triple threat Hell in a Cell. First of all, a triple threat is already what you about to say.
I don't know. I just wanted to
Why not?
A triple threat is already a lot of choreography.
Yes.
Moving parts. But a Hell in a Cell on top of that, anytime a wrestler is injured, I'm always like, ooh. You know what I mean? Like,
you're
when
like,
you
what?
see them, I'm like, ooh. Like, who was injured? And I was like, oh, come on, man. You know he just hurt his leg.
Jacob Fatu?
No, that was, I'm thinking of maybe.
Maven.
No.
No.
For Daniel Bryan. When Daniel Bryan came back, like when he was back.
Yeah.
And anytime somebody would hit him in the head, I'm like, come on, man. You know he just.
Oh, yeah. The Saudi pay-per-view is in November as well. Crown Jewel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're not going to.
I mean, it's a glorified house show. We're not going to even count that.
But so after we see Punk, Drew, and Seth, came the World Heavyweight title match.
Which was, when I sat there and realized, oh man, there's only 3 matches left. And it's this, I was like, yo, it's the grudge match, World Heavyweight, then WWE. And I'm like, that means everybody is going to have to literally step up higher and higher because this Punk and Seth match, no matter what you make, there's no title. This grudge match has built up so long. Luckily, it's living up to the hype of what SummerSlam is supposed to be now. Secondary WrestleMania.
Right.
Yeah.
It felt like a secondary WrestleMania because we had 4 title changes. Stuff that you would only see at WrestleMania happened at SummerSlam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Deuce Bigelow says, Jay, you second after me with the Annihilation.
Damn. Okay.
I don't know if I can see you and Naya's body lining up. That'd be
First of all, you
of...
don't need to be seeing nothing, but my OnlyFans can. OnlyFans.com/Mr. J Washington. Follow me.
That's a lot of extra liquids that's going on in the bedroom.
My God.
He's sweating, she's sweating. Now, I would like to say Naya's doing her thing. I see the weight loss. She's killing it. Killing it.
So the World Heavyweight Championship match. Damian Priest.
BBL Bailey. BBL Bailey.
You got a good singing voice, EJ.
Man, that's so kind of you to say, brother.
Soulful voice.
Why you say it like that? Soulful. Sweet soul in the 70s.
World Heavyweight title match. We believed that Damian could win.
All I know is he broke Gunther's chest back open quickly.
Yeah,
bro.
No, here's the thing. When they did the backstage segment with him and Finn, I was like, why does he keep disrespecting this man?
He's like, yo, did you see Dom? Where he at? Hey, brother.
You did this?
Hey, brother.
Yeah.
I did not. And it was like, that's where I knew it was going to happen. And we were having a conversation. We were like, would they kick them both out the same night? And they did.
Yeah.
The same night.
They did
Might
that,
as
boy.
well.
But to help Gunther
Am I my brother's keeper?
was beautiful.
That's
bro.
what that was. That's what that was. Am I my brother's keeper? Because when he put that foot on the... Because you look at it at first, you're like, oh, maybe he thinks... Oh, no, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
And it helps out for me for the storyline because you don't need the title with the two of them.
No.
No.
But now this brings the question up to this question I wanted to bring up earlier. Who's Gunther's number one contender? Because he's run through the roster.
Well, we know Jay's going to take it off him. He's probably going to win a Royal Rumble. What are you about to say?
Excuse me?
Yeah. Jay Uso.
I'm sorry. You said what?
Jay Uso.
Hey, guys, listen.
Is going to
it's
win the Royal Rumble.
It's been fun for me being here with y'all.
Yeah.
Because this man is on what we like to call a hellified narcotic.
It's pretty good. Let me tell you something. Jay Uso is winning that Royal Rumble to challenge Gunther.
Yo, you think Jey Uso is winning the Royal Rumble to challenge Gunther at WrestleMania?
These are my 3 picks for the Royal Rumble win.
Okay.
Storyline wise, we know Roman's gonna go to Raw because of the Netflix deal. So it's either gonna be Roman, Jey Uso, or CM Punk, which I don't think they need CM Punk to win the Rumble to get to WrestleMania. But those are my 3 picks for the men to win the Royal Rumble.
So CM Punk for
it's all for the World Heavyweight title.
Okay, that's what I said. Yeah, so
because look at it like this. Every other year, well, when they had 2 titles, every other year was a different champion. I mean, a different champion's choice.
Brand, yeah.
So it was like, for example, last year was Cody for the SmackDown title. That's what I'm saying. He had it 2 years, but the year before was only 1 title.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So before that, before they split the Universal and WWE title, I can't remember who won that last Royal Rumble.
Is that the one that Brock
won it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Brock won to get the WWE Championship.
Yeah, to challenge Roman to that was the
unification match.
Yeah.
That was a unification match.
Well, no, Brock didn't win that Royal Rumble. He took the title off of Big E
at day 1,
and then he held it until WrestleMania. But damn, did he win the Royal Rumble that year?
I feel like he did.
I think he did win the Rumble.
Because remember that was like the weird Rumble, or it was like down to him, Matt Riddle, and Shane McMahon or something crazy.
Yes,
and Drew I think was
Yes, that was that Rumble.
Okay, so he did win the Rumble as the WWE champion.
Yeah. That was the whole thing. He was trying to win. That was the whole goal, was him win the Rumble as a champion.
So the last 3 years have been to challenge
not the Drew
WWE
one.
champion.
Drew won the year prior.
That's the pandemic.
Yeah, he won the pandemic year,
which was also the WWE Championship.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the last 4 Royal Rumbles have been to challenge the WWE Champion. This one would have to be for the World Heavyweight title.
Okay. So I'm seeing where you're going. Okay. Because when I look at Punk, I'm like, okay, just Punk. This goes back to my grudge match with him and Drew. Is Punk Seth a better WrestleMania match as just a straight up grudge match, or the World Heavyweight Championship match? Because Punk's whole thing is about main eventing WrestleMania.
Right.
So with your statement, that means Gunther's going to have to drop this title before WrestleMania.
I think this is one where he drops it before Mania.
You see what I'm saying?
Tight. First off, we had 201 live viewers. This is a record. We are killing the game.
Yes.
It's pretty obvious. Thank you guys so much. And because I'm in such a great mood, YNG Granddaddy Hidden Universe, please shorten your name. That's crazy. I will answer this question because you've typed it more than once. CT, what happened to the Justice League pod? Is it still happening? The simple answer to that is because you have not seen it, and you see me doing my thing with these 2 gentlemen. All right? Now, when we get past that, I will tell you this. To see Gunther drop the title, where does he drop it? Rumble or Mania?
No, it's not going to be Mania. Mania is, again, I can't, I give you pushback on that. CM Punk's whole thing is, I need to main event WrestleMania.
We know that. So who takes the title off Gunther?
Seth Rollins.
There it goes. And that sets up, yes, Seth Rollins this way. It can be at Survivor Series or something that happens in between. Look, Survivor Series, the biggest, it's War Games in Canada now, which they now announce. But
yeah, it was supposed to be LA.
It was supposed to be in LA. But this way you have because the main thing is going to be Bloodline Civil War, right? You need to have whoever the WWE, I don't think Cody's involved in Survivor. I mean, he wants to be, but what does he do? Unless you figure out a number 1 contender for him. But Gunther, Seth Rollins at Survivor Series works. This way, Gunther has a run, in a sense, a couple month run.
He's going to have a longer. Priest's overall championship run was a disappointment.
Oh, but yeah, we knew what it was. We knew what was to get on.
I love he's a face right now, but it was a complete of a run. Gunther.
Well, here's the thing. The only reason I think that you would feel that way is because the match where he got knocked out and didn't kick
Money in the Bank.
Yeah, where he
had
got
3. I think he had 4 defenses.
Yeah,
he defended against Seth, Drew, and Gunther.
Yeah. And how many defenses did
he even didn't he do a Monday Night Raw defense?
No, he did a lot of non-title matches. Which
Okay, that's what it was.
I think they should have had those beat. There is no reason Rey Mysterio shouldn't be going after
for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Let him like pad his record.
Yeah. So the reason I think Damian's run wasn't fire is because he had help 3 times in a row, and then the one time he did not, he botched kicking out.
Yeah.
So then you have this one with Gunther where we're finally behind him, and then he gets screwed. So who takes the title off Gunther? You say Seth.
I agree with Seth.
Who do you think it is?
I said Seth.
Yeah, he said Seth, and I'm agreeing with him.
Okay. I think it's gonna be Jey Uso. And
you think they would reward his performance at this last year's WrestleMania with the title match at this year's WrestleMania?
You kiss your mother with that white mouth? Is that what you do?
Jesus.
Yeah.
You shut your white mouth right now.
But it's not. It's very black.
Mouth?
It's very black.
White mouth?
You shut your white mouth right now.
You shut your white mouth up.
I'm gonna start using that. That felt hurtful.
Me and my wife say it all the time.
Also, let me just say this because I know a couple of them are
we
watching.
do, Mark. Hey man, it's not anything
Shouts out to
racist.
some of the superstars that are actually watching us because we know
Who's watching?
Oh well, they aren't in the chat, but you know they're there. Friends of the show, of course.
Yeah.
Friends of the show. But wait, Jey Uso, look, bro, chill out, okay? Main event Jey Uso, yes, but I have to 1,000% support Modi Modes with this statement. That match with him and his brother was such a disappointment.
He's had better matches since then, though. You can't hold a last year performance against him.
You to take it at WrestleMania?
It was a WrestleMania match that was easily forgettable. He's had better matches.
I see Jey Uso winning the IC title more than anything.
No, I think now it's a step back because Braun is under him.
Okay, by that same logic, LA Knight winning the US title is a step back.
Not at all. Because he's somebody who could bring back what does you call it?
Legitimacy?
Yeah, is that a word?
It's a word, but the title's legitimate. Like you can't deny the lineage. After they got that belt off Austin Theory, that US title has been pretty good.
About that.
After they got that belt off Austin Theory, that US title has been worthwhile.
Whoa, hold up,
please.
I know I first said Seth, changed my mind. The person who's going to take the World Heavyweight title off of Gunther is John Cena. 17. He's going to beat Ric Flair's record.
Hey, listen, I can't be mad at that.
No, and I'm going to tell you why. He has a year to do that. He has a year. So that means that Gunther would have to hold the title.
No, it's only until
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania is his last match.
No, it's not his last match. It's his last WrestleMania. That's what Hunter said over and over when he did the press conference. He said, John Cena starts coming back. Come on in, man. Give him the introduction, Jay Washington.
Right. So we got a special guest in the building with us right now. Finna come in the door. Big wrestling fan. You'll know this man from his opinions in Forbes and going viral, pissing off internet fans consistently. The homie Alfred Konuwa. How do you pronounce your last name?
Konuwa.
Yeah,
you got it.
I was making sure Konuwa in the building, man. Welcome to Before the Bell. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah. You guys, thank you. Good to be here.
Did you run here?
No, I was walking up a hill.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much the same thing, though. You know?
Yeah.
Walking up
What
that
hill?
But,
What hill did you walk up against?
It felt like a hill to me. I think an Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels.
Reference. Nobody heard it but me.
I heard it.
Incredible.
Undertaker versus Shawn
the
Michaels.
Stranger Things reference.
Oh,
that hill.
You're sweating really hard.
Mark said, shut your white mouth. But that means, okay, so John Cena is going to come back in January. And he's going to be gone in December. So that's going to be his last
the whole year?
That's what I'm saying. So he's not going to be the person to take it off Gunther.
Wait.
He might take it off somebody else.
So time out. I'm confused. So I'm confused now. The way Cena made it seem like Royal Rumble, my last Rumble.
Yes.
Elimination Chamber, my last Elimination
Yes.
Chamber. WrestleMania, my last WrestleMania.
Right. His last Survivor Series, his last Money in the Bank,
No, I think he would have said the pay-per-views.
I'm telling you, this is what Triple H
It's like
said
his
last
goodbye
night.
tour. Yeah,
it's
everything's
goodbye
gonna be
the
his
whole
last
year.
So,
Yes.
Okay.
So I was under the impression that after Mania he was done.
No.
So Alfred, you're on the inside a little bit.
Sure.
When is supposed to be John Cena's last actual match?
I feel like WrestleMania is going to be the swan song.
See, that's what I'm
I
saying.
just
WrestleMania is going to
explained
be-
to y'all what's happening. I don't know. Is my mic on?
He did say the last Elimination Chamber and all that stuff, but I feel like it culminates to WrestleMania.
To WrestleMania.
I haven't heard anything
Cena.
officially that says it's going to be his last match, but that's what I feel like.
John Cena even said, that doesn't mean I'm ending at WrestleMania. I could clearly come back and do the part-time thing, truncated schedule. He said, I'm going to go through the whole year. He said this. I'm not whistling Dixie. He said it out of his mouth.
So then why wouldn't we let him win the title?
He doesn't have to do it at Mania is my point.
No.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna get a world title run.
So let me ask you a question then. So let's just cut the fat on this.
Yeah.
John Cena getting number 17, breaking the record. You need an event and a moment that's, again, the WWE is all about moments. It cannot just be a Monday Night Raw. It just cannot
Nobody
be
said that. It could be SummerSlam. It could be Survivor Series. John Cena has been in his business for over 20 years, and he's had big moments at every single pay-per-view.
Yeah, but his final moment, CT, as far as his fight, I don't give a damn about you rubbing your eyes. Oh my Jesus.
Let me tell you something. I want to make this proclamation now. You will never again talk to me like you're a black mother.
Yes,
you
I will.
Me?
I'll give
you
you
out of control.
Why would you want to talk like that?
Man, you said everything, but y'all, and you better call your daddy. That's everything. Jesus.
Tell your daddy.
Going to do every single pay-per-view. WrestleMania, for somebody who's coming back at Royal Rumble, that's too soon for somebody to get. You wouldn't even celebrate it as you should.
Bro, we've seen that happen though.
I didn't say we haven't. John Cena's a different animal. Okay, John Cena is the greatest superstar of all time. He's not a part-timer. Do you want a napkin, by the way?
Yes, I do. I'm going to keep it going like this because it's in character, but do you guys see it happening on Netflix? Like, does it have to happen on the pay-per-view? Netflix and WWE is a big deal, and they want to really put a push behind it. That's why I think they're doing this goodbye tour to begin with. Like, I don't even know if they know if John Cena's retiring.
That's just Raw.
Yes, Raw on Netflix, but John Cena can go to Raw on Netflix and challenge Gunther. I mean, John Cena versus Gunther makes complete sense in terms of the American, the consummate legend against the Austrian, I guess he technically is.
Also, before we continue, Alfred, I want to tell you, you're a friend of the show. We enjoy you being here. I'm a fan. I've told you that a million times. Yes. You don't have to yell, brother. We got the mic right in front of you, man.
Well, I mean, I like
you good. I don't want you to.
He's excited, man.
I don't want you to have a thing.
I got crowned the champion of the universe.
Mark, could you please grab a quick napkin by you? You see
this man is dripping.
It's Sunday. I just got done at a sermon. I was preaching.
Oh, did you preach?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I was like, man,
that's what it's a good bit though. You think he would preach in a Virgil shirt?
Have you seen the new pastors? They preaching in shorts, hot pants, everything.
They cussing and stuff. It's very weird. Yeah.
So after we see,
I got a baby mama. You're like, all right, you don't have to. What verse is this?
I used to be for the streets, but you know who I'm for? Jesus.
We see the Bloodline Rules match.
Yeah.
Bloodline Rules was a great match.
Yeah.
It's a Cody Rhodes match.
Can we also give props to Solo Sikoa for showing up and showing? Hey, he showed up in that main event.
Did he?
I feel like he did.
Yeah, I
don't
he did.
get the Solo Sikoa hate. What is with the people who are now turning on Solo Sikoa?
He's a heel. But what do you mean
he's I feel like there's just like obviously because I don't spend too much time on the internet watching, but there is an internet groundswell against Solo Sikoa to where it's like he's not the guy. He doesn't have the aura, almost like a go away heat type thing. But if you watch the shows, the crowds are chanting Solo sucks as they're supposed to. He's getting a heel reaction, and it's the same dynamic as when he was the enforcer for Roman, where it's like everybody thought Solo should be the guy instead of Roman. But now that Solo's a guy, Jacob Fatu's in that role where it's like, oh, Jacob needs to be that guy instead of Solo.
I'll respond first to this.
Okay.
Solo was great until Jacob came along. And this is what I mean. Everybody was still like, oh, okay, Solo. He's got Tama Tonga. Okay, cool. Tama Tonga, okay, cool. Do your thing. Bachaloa came around. We were like, Solo's still a guy. When Jacob showed up, we said, oh, he's the guy. And that's what that was. It showed. You're a comedian. When you are on a show and you see other comedians that are on the show and they're not killing, they getting giggles, and then you go up there and you get that first roar of the night, you're like, they wanted substance. They didn't have that until I got on the show. Sure. That's what Jacob Fatu did for the new Bloodline. They all saw the new substance and was like, oh, bet. Oh, yeah, Solo isn't ready yet. But this dude seems like he is.
No, let me ask you this, though. Do you think it's that or that Jacob just had a lot of hype coming in? Because we talked about his prison record, longest reigning MLW champion, killing it on the indies, just looked, he had the promo, had the looks, but essentially Solo Sikoa is a WWE creation. He did some work on the indies before that, but we mostly knew him as the street champion, the guy who was wrestling like Boa in NXT and stuff like that, right? So he didn't really have that fresh coat of paint that a Jacob Fatu had coming in. And I think that might be a little bit of why we felt that way, because Solo's very capable in the ring. He's capable in the role. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put him in there.
It's not that. And I'm not saying he's trash. I'm saying that while he's a WWE creation, Jacob Fatu, you can't deny a star no matter what.
No.
Just like you look at Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker was on NXT for so many years, but when he came up, you saw it.
Right.
Carmelo Hayes, I hate him, but he has it.
He has it.
Right? Trick Williams, he's not ready yet, but he's a star.
Right.
When you look at Solo, you can't think of one promo that Solo's cut where you were like, yeah.
But let me ask you this
Give it to
question.
me on the main roster.
But I think the thing is, it goes into what everybody's saying. In a moment, it'll be Jacob's time soon.
Absolutely.
Right? So when I say Solo stepped up to this moment, he did what he needed to do in this main event at SummerSlam. He stepped up to being where it was. We knew this Bloodline rules was going to cater to having interference and everybody. It was going to be overproduced, as we like to call it. We knew all this was going to happen, but it played perfectly until that magical moment when that music hit.
Before that, you mean to tell me if you rewatch the Cody Rhodes Solo Sikoa match, you're going to watch it from the beginning?
Yes.
I'd watch it. I'd watch it from.
I feel like I would.
Yeah. I'd do it just to see Arn Anderson.
Crack cocaine.
Yeah, just see if he's going to bring the Glock.
From the epilogue.
Because I want to see if Arn going to bring the Glock.
Guys, we have a super chat. Sheldon Jackson says, do y'all think WWE will take the title off Gunther before a year? Because if they do, it'll be the first title in WWE Gunther wouldn't have held for at least a year.
Yes.
It's a great stat, and they absolutely will, because I feel like Drew McIntyre will be champion by WrestleMania, and him and Punk are going to be either the WrestleMania, or maybe even they do the Survivor Series callback with the Brett Shawn type thing, but Drew McIntyre will be the next world champion, and he's going to win it off Gunther, and I think it's going to be before.
And then you can have Seth take it off of Drew.
Sure.
And that's how you get to Seth and Punk. Shout out to Incredible Jones, says Camacho came out looking like an Austin Powers villain.
Yeah, I don't know. Why would they put the guy who has the worst time wrestling in an eye patch so now he can't see?
That man's vision is
when he couldn't see with two eyes.
When he ran the man into the ropes, I was like, oh boy, you can't catch a break.
Tyrone Harden, Handon.
There's one right before it.
I just said both of those.
Yeah.
Tyrone Handon. CT mentioned how Solo yelled at Roman at WrestleMania, finish it.
Yes.
When Jacob went down, he yelled at Solo, finish it. I ascertained Jacob couldn't really finish the match. I heard Jimmy was there too. First of all, thank you for all you guys in super chats.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Solo isn't trash. I just feel like I noticed Cody slow things down for Solo during that match. And it was like, all right, this is cool until that music hit. Now the show starts. Well, Randy and KO came out great. Yeah. We already under fire. And now when Roman came out, boy, Roman Reigns came out. And I'm not going to lie to you, man. I was in the crib and I was like.
Did you pop?
Because the tribal chief, OTC.
No, it's
original tribal chief.
Original tribal chief.
We ain't going to find out until Friday.
Yeah.
I say only tribal chief, but original works.
Yeah.
Hey, that man came out with, first of all, Roman came, that was just, we talk about stars.
Yeah.
Roman walked out. There was just aura about him. I'm just going to keep walking for a second. Oh, they told me I need to pick it up. Cool. Because there was a camera dude like, hey, bro, you got to move. Come on, let's go. So then when
but even beyond that, this is one of the few times where I heard the crowd louder than the music.
Yes.
It distorted the volume of the music.
And this is an outside arena.
It's an open arena.
Yeah.
Imagine if they had a ceiling.
Oof. I would have loved this. If they'd have had a ceiling, they'd have had to have that decibel meter that they now have for the international crowds.
Facts.
Yeah. But watching Roman get in the re-sleeve, that Mike was like, here we go. And the turn was beautiful. Because Cody was right there. And he was like, get you later. Pop Solo.
Because it was less for helping Cody and more for checking Solo.
Because you saw Cody.
Because he didn't want to give him that title thing. You saw Roman be like.
He looked at him and was like, next time.
Yeah.
Because Cody was, again, amazing story. What I love about the business, and I love in this day and age, is you have some great storytelling.
Yes.
And it was amazing storytelling by two men in just a brief moment. Cody on the ropes like, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do right now. I thought we were done. And Roman just like, I got something else to deal with.
Yeah.
That now, here's the thing. Moving forward, because Cody is still the champ. He's at the top of the
Hey,
mountain.
bro, you already know who it is. Don't even play that game. You already know who his number one contender is.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
You shut your whole mouth in that bodysuit.
Let's go, Shinsuke.
You already know who it is. Say it with me. Say it with me. Randall
No,
Keith
not
Orton.
yet. Not yet.
He's going to be eventually, but I don't think it's going to be immediately.
Yeah, come
So
on,
who
man.
is it? Who is it now? What do you do? Another? Because now you got Solo got to deal with. Solo deals with Roman, right?
You know what? Jay might have a point because they did that segment with Randy and Cody where Randy's like, whoever comes for you, I got your back.
They keep doing
that
it.
Randy's going to turn on him.
Because it's going to be one time maybe Solo says something.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Cody's in the ring, probably during the SmackDown. Orton comes out from out the back or whatever. Yo, I got backup. He's like, yeah, I got your back. And next thing you know, out of nowhere, boom.
But the question is, does KO turn with him?
I thought that. But my thing is this. That has to build up to a massive pay-per-view. And I don't think it happens at Bad Blood.
What, the three of them or the
Meaning
two?
him and Randy.
Him and Randy is Survivor Series. And
Right.
it just depends on whether or not Cody's going to be part of Team OG Bloodline or whether he's going to have a title match. And if he's going to have a title match,
It's
that's the
Survivor
Randy
Series.
match.
I would
Yeah.
rather, you got enough to do OG versus, you got enough. If
100%.
Bloodline, if we're doing what they've been doing in 4-4, you're fine. Bloodline.
Yeah.
You got your 8. You got your 8 already out there.
How long do you think Jacob's going to be out? Can you read that or can you not?
Yeah, Deuce big below. Okay, wow, that's crazy.
That's
Said
wild.
I did not see that part before. In that match versus Cody match, Solo wrestled better than his usual, so he showed up. Original tribal chief would be disrespectful to his father and grandfather. That makes sense. Why it would be only tribal chief versus original, but. Was his father the?
Oh my God, read that one.
Oh, snap. Shout out to W.S. Fletcher who said, CT, look at you. You on your way. You the next living Bruce. OTC, only tribal chief. Shout out to both those guys. Thank you so much.
Man. So I will say, this goes back to the question. Do they throw Cody in a tag match? Does he not have a match at Bash in Berlin? Who is his next challenger?
Cody's wrestled like every pay-per-view since Mania.
Well,
I think he's definitely going to have a match
He
there.
said that's what he wanted to do no matter what. He said,
Yeah.
I want to be damn near. He was doing live events, international tours. He's like, I'm going to do it all. I think you could put him. You could put him and probably Randy or Kevin against the other 3 members of the Bloodline.
My question is how. Well, they did that already. That was the
What
last.
about
they did do
Cody
that already.
and Roman against members of the Bloodline? Like
I
Cody
think
and
it's-
Roman, there's money in that.
I know it's.
Yeah.
I think now when we say too early, I think that is that's strange bedfellows right now.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
it really comes down to what's going on with Jacob Fatu's foot.
I think
Is
from what I heard, he might be. They said it might be a work. The way because they wanted to keep.
He got
him
that
and
boot
Roman
on.
away.
Yeah, they wanted to
Yeah.
keep. It was a work because the way Jacob leaves is to make sure him and Roman never interact yet. They want to keep them away from each other as much as possible.
Mhm.
So I think
But why would he wear a boot?
Yeah.
sell it probably.
Yeah, and then you kind of saw Solo kind of freeze up, like it was like he was checking on him for real.
Yeah,
And it kind of
that
stopped
felt
the
yeah.
flow of the match. That's when I thought this might be real.
Yeah, because he got mad. Like
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah,
oh
when
man,
you
I
do-
just was getting this money.
when you do this, when you see somebody do this, y'all, real quick, 250 live viewers right now, man, for the first
Get out
time.
of
Yeah.
town.
Bro.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, can you imagine when you see somebody do this, y'all? When they on the ground and do this, Martin, look, when they go, you know what that is.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that immediately.
You
I was
see
like, oh,
you see that
man.
slap of the ground, you like,
He knocked the chair over. I'm
Yeah.
like, ah.
It's like, oh, my kids ain't gonna get no Lunchables now.
Johnny Gargano in the back. I lost the belt for nothing. He took it off me for nothing.
Now they have to put it on Tonga Loa.
Yeah. Bachaloa getting that title.
That's him with the get to be champion. What? Okay.
And that's a great promo. I like the promo.
Yo, I dropped the belt. You're like, oh boy.
No,
He walks in one day. He's like, "Oh, guys, I got peanut butter on the tag title." You're like, oh, come on, man. What are you doing? Why are you eating peanut butter with your hands? I don't know. I couldn't see. I got my ant patch on. All right, man.
A very special happy birthday to Martin Morrow,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen. If you
Very
did not
special.
know,
Thank you.
his
guys.
birthday passed.
Yes.
We celebrate him here, man.
Yes. Thank you.
How does it feel?
Good, man. Good. 36. You know, another year around the sun. Here's to 36 more. Well, hopefully more than that. He was trying to move past it, and you just went.
Yeah, I was trying to say. Anyway, when you see, I could see Roman and Cody doing a tag match against some members of the Bloodline.
Yes.
Similar to The Rock and Cena 10 years
so
ago.
So do you do Solo in the tag match offhand, or do you just do the Tongans?
I think it's so no, because the
Gorilla's a
Tongans.
Destiny.
Huh?
The Gorilla's a Destiny. It's
Yeah, the Gorilla. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know. Yeah, GOD. A lot of people don't know. They're like Gorillas of Destiny. Yes, that's what they were when they were in the book.
Tonga,
Which is crazy because when they were in New Japan together, they were so amazing.
They're
So it's
great.
like, hey, bro, what did happen? What did happen?
The lights came on. He started freezing under the lights, but that's what happened. So this is what I want to see. I want to see Roman Reigns. First of all, Raw and SmackDown this week are going to be must see.
Yes.
This is going to be crazy.
That's why I hate us on Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean,
Hey,
it don't matter.
I mean, we watch an illegal stream.
But you know what? But I think that's why they're going to be must see. They know because they know we got to shift networks, right? So we got to give people a reason
to watch.
to watch these shows.
Yeah.
And so now you got to shift. And so, who Gunther opens the show. I beat that street trash, and the street trash comes out. Sorry, Damian Priest. And the street trash comes out,
That's
and then
crazy.
And then here comes Finn Balor. Then this is the Judgment Day discussion.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's Damian Priest opens the show, Finn Balor comes out, or Finn Balor comes out, Damian comes out, and then Gunther comes out later at night, which sets up whoever his next opponent is going to be.
Yeah. Which
I doubt he does the rematch
Be
immediately.
a big surprise. Oh, wait. So one thing we missed too, though, was when Damian Priest got out of the sleeper hold and choked Finn real quick.
Yeah.
That was one of the best spots.
Hey, bro, Rich.
I'm sorry.
But you know what? This is the first time we've ever seen something happen that I loved it. He was able to look at the screen
Yes.
to see the replay.
Yeah.
Because he
That's
had no
never happened
That's
before.
never
There's
happened.
been a lot of production little nuances that they've added post Kevin Dunn that we never see.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
we say at home. Like, how did he not see that on the production screen?
Yeah.
And they did that.
And you watch him looking at the screen, turn around and go,
Yeah. The dramatic
Yeah,
moment.
Finn Balor, the whole, because he looked up when I was looking like, oh, they showed it. All right.
He's like, wait, why are they? Well, they never do that. Why are they doing that now? Why are they doing
why
that?
are you
now?
all of a sudden doing it? I think, again, production value has stepped
Great.
up. Okay, I just forgot about who's Gunther's number one contender.
Who is it?
Sami Zayn.
No. What
Okay.
happens with Sami Zayn though now after he lost
But
the
that's
title?
what I'm saying. He's not gonna. You get the rematch with Braun Breaker, of course.
Mhm.
But then you probably somehow, hey, I've beat you before. I can beat you again.
And loses. Go ahead.
I'm
But
going to
you
make
got to remember that Gunther's match is going to be at Bash in Berlin. He's going to
Right.
be treated as a
Oh,
hometown hero. Do
yeah,
you really
that's
want
true.
Sami Zayn, your consummate underdog babyface, to go into Berlin as the heel?
Okay, so then the rematch with Damian Priest.
No, this is what you do for Bash at Berlin. Be it this Raw, next week's Raw, number one contenders match. I know you're gonna
Let's hear it.
Ilya Dragunov.
I can see
Let
that.
them.
I
Yeah,
can see that.
let
For
them beat
a first
that.
opponent.
100%.
Let them
They
beat
gonna cook.
at Berlin.
Is he healthy though? Because he banged his head on that apron.
Hey, bro,
Oh,
have you
yeah.
not seen the abuse that Ilya Dragunov took in his NXT
Yeah.
career?
Yeah, man, that's why that vein always popping out. He
Yeah,
ready.
he gonna be all right. That bro gonna be all right.
Yeah,
That is a feud that I definitely want to see rekindled because that match with he and Gunther Walter at NXT UK was a banger. So
Yeah.
we know what they can do.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, is it too soon?
no, because he's wrestled enough matches. He's established enough on Raw to where he's one of those people where he could win or lose, and you trust it either way.
Okay.
So I think in a scenario where he beats JD, I don't know who, but I think for a Berlin crowd, they would eat that up.
So do you do like a gauntlet? What type of match do you do to get to this? What I'm asking you guys. Do you do gauntlet? Do you do battle royal? Do you do straight up like 6-pack, fatal 4-way triple threat? How do you get to this?
I love that they've been employing the gauntlet matches. I love a good gauntlet match. We've been deprived for so many years. I wouldn't mind a gauntlet, or I wouldn't mind a little small triple threat tournament.
I like when they do that.
Yeah.
The two triple threat matches
Yeah.
and then the winners
Yeah.
face each other. I like
Okay.
that.
That's pretty good.
Fire.
Well, because it'll actually it gives the 6 guys a chance all to show off too.
Exactly.
It gives them all a chance to really show off, and then you come down to. So then your 2 would be Dragunov and who?
Wait a minute. What if Gable takes the world title off of Gunther?
Hey, bro, you got it.
Wow.
Hey, bro, can
What
you
if,
chill out?
bro?
Can you chill out?
And then Bo Dallas takes it off of him.
Okay, you know what? I apologize.
Yeah,
I apologize.
I accept because that was crazy.
That was crazy. Because I didn't. No, it's not bad. It's like we see that come because tomorrow night on Raw, we get the debut of Dexter Lumis, who talks now with dreads, which is crazy.
Are those real dreads, by the way? I thought they were fake.
It's his hair.
Damn.
Bro wasn't doing nothing but growing his hair the whole time he was gone.
White boy hair grow fast.
Hey man, you got the good product.
Listen, Mark, I'm sorry. White boy hair grows fast. I've been growing my locks. I got locked in February, and my locks are not down to my chest. That white boy hair grow fast as razors.
Them extensions. What are we talking about? Those are extensions.
Dexter Lumis got that proud boy hair.
He said he got that proud boy hair.
Proud boy hair.
Yeah, the little you will not replace this swoop.
Also, that's what I want to say. So we have our Before the Bell chat, and so Monday night when the White Six got in the ring, I was like, because the episode before, y'all can watch the tape. We said literally on this show, they got to get in the ring.
Yeah,
they got to get in the ring. And what happened on Raw? They got in the ring,
and they had 2 double rock bottoms.
Yo, and then the power bomb them. I was like, okay. Yeah. So now it's gonna be the Creed brothers against the Wyatt Six.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have to win, right? They have to absolutely win,
or disqualify, but make them look super strong.
Yeah, maybe a screwy finish.
So it doesn't take away from you guys at all, that because I love the Wyatt Six.
Yeah.
But what I love about it is that they're giving you more with less. They're giving you the therapy sessions, everything but them getting in the ring and wrestling. And I will say, as much as I still love them, when they got in the ring and started doing their thing, they seemed a little bit too much like everybody else who wrestles.
Well, there's nothing new about Eric Rowan. I will say this.
But that promo he cut.
I mean, the promo is the only, because he got to be himself and talk his feelings. My 2 best friends are gone.
Yeah.
So I respect that part. But the moveset, like Dexter Lumis is a different dude now.
Yeah.
Dude was slow, stalking, methodical before. This dude was moving, skipping around the ring. I was like, that's what I need to see.
How was it? Can you show us that again?
Do the mercy.
I can't do too much. I got back problems. Yeah. So
how'd you blow out your back?
First of all,
what was his name?
Look at you now.
Look at you now.
I was in a car accident on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Mateen told me that.
Yeah, so I was hit from the car hit my car.
There you go. The car was hit from the back. He was hit from the back.
Oh, I caught it when you were like, "Hey, because I ain't never seen it." Like, I was like, "You were hit where?
You were where?"
But you have a Dexter Lumis who's different now.
Yeah,
right. Joe Gacy is. This is going to be a shock for everybody on the main roster, right? Mm-hmm. Eric Rowan is he's a big dude, but I need to see something more than just what Eric Rowan was. Sure. Bo Dallas as Uncle Howdy is showing you something completely different. Nikki Cross showing you something completely different. I think that's the biggest thing about the Wyatt Six for me. I need to see something different and unique about them. Mm-hmm. You know, you got the mask. You are the Buzzard. You are Husky Harris. You are the Rambling Rabbit. Your sister Abigail. I'm fine with that. But like we said, when they step through these ropes, Hunter, if you're watching, make sure when they work this match out, whoever their producer is, Daryl Rowan, you got to do something else besides just big ass crossbody.
That's a good crossbody.
That is a good crossbody.
If you are watching Triple H, it's time to push Montez forward, bro. You have a lack of faces on SmackDown. A lack of faces. You could use both of them. You don't even have to break them up. Let them be friends still. But you have to push Montez. You are sitting on millions.
SmackDown was black down this week. They said, all right, we ain't going to put him on SummerSlam, but we'll make sure we'll shut people up if we put him black down.
In Cleveland on top of it.
They had, like, every black person who was on the SmackDown roster essentially had a match.
This has been my problem with the Triple H era. As much as I've loved the Paul Levesque era and the storytelling, he struggles when it comes to booking black people. And I'm only saying that in this era because when you watch NXT, it's like Black Twitter on Tuesday.
Which is surprising because it's Shawn Michaels knowing what he's doing.
And Shawn Michaels got him in the barbershop. It's like, you can do this. So get Shawn Michaels to help you book and maybe...
But not even just that, because he helps Carmelo.
Yes.
He helps Jade and Bianca. But it's just, what are we doing with the profits?
Yeah.
It seems like it's specifically them.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if you guys remember. It was like 2007, whenever DX got back together.
Yeah.
There was a segment where they were supposed to meet Crime Time to get some tickets in the arena. And Triple H was scared of Crime Time, where Shawn Michaels said, don't worry, I Speak Jive, and he talked to him, got the tickets, got the money,
I
did the
Speak
exchange.
Jive.
I remember that.
I remember that.
But listen, it's coming to life right now. Triple H is scared of the black people, where Shawn Michaels was like, oh, I can cook.
Hey man, we're at 260 viewers, but we got a couple super chats before we get ready to get up out of here. Tyrone Anderson says, hear me out. If Rhea ain't done with Dom yet at Bad Blood, Dom in a cage over the ring, winner gets Dom.
Wow.
Too
late for that.
Realest guy in the room.
Enzo.
Yeah, that's like the Enzo match. What's the second one? Keep going.
Incredible Jones says, Lumen's got a weave because I saw some of his locks fall out the ring.
I
thought it was the locks
that
of the mask. Because I know the mask got the locks too.
Nah, he had that mask off. That was that. he had them paper clipped to him.
Say, what'd you say backstage hairstyle? Hey, we need a sister in here who know how to keep these.
Yeah,
in real quick.
Man.
I can't see those two. Can you see them, CT?
Yeah,
Daniel
says,
Jones, go ahead.
Daniel Jones said, what about Sheamus versus Gunther at Berlin? Sheamus is kind of locked in with Pete Dunne right now. So
and Sheamus has said, I don't know if it's his kayfabe or not, he said he's never going to wrestle Gunther ever again because he's tired of getting chopped.
Yeah.
I don't. That man is pale.
Yes.
As a black dude, a child support court where the kids look like him. Like, I don't want to be chopped.
No, run that back.
Jay, what?
Yeah.
Let me get that again.
That felt more racist than the comments in the Scorpio Sky video.
Man, that video is going crazy.
Crazy.
Great video.
Incredible Jones, you read that already?
No, he said, give Montez the Jey Uso push.
Honestly, why not?
All right.
But you say Montez, what about the Prophet?
It's time to go.
Yeah, we got to go, man. Listen, before we get up out of here, CT.
No, it's clearly not me first.
I'm sorry. Our
What
guest.
are you doing?
No, sure.
My apologies. Our illustrious guest, Alfred Konuwa. Please tell the people what you got going on, how they can find you, how they can get in touch with you, my brother.
Follow me at This Is Nasty on Twitter, and then go to my YouTube channel, Pro Wrestling Bits. I have a new CM Punk documentary in addition to a Triple H video about him booking black talent. All kinds of stuff on Pro Wrestling Bits. Just check it out. And it's great being here with you guys. You know, I've had a lot of fun.
We'll have you back, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You're going to be around for the takeover we're going to do. Takedown. Yeah.
We got to talk some AEW news. So if you don't yet follow our Patreon, we talk a lot about AEW. We talk a lot about other predictions, and we get to say bad words on there too, guys. So patreon.com/BeforeTheBell podcast. So give us a follow over there. And also give me a follow at Martin and Morrow. I got some shows coming up at the Brea Improv this Thursday with Shang, and then Jay Washington and friends at the Hollywood Improv with this Before the Bell Takeover. All three of us are going to be on that show as some of Jay Washington's closest pals.
You're welcome.
So that is
welcome.
At the Hollywood Improv this Friday, and I'm going to be at the Comedy Store right after that. So keep coming through.
I love that. So everybody that's watching, first of all, guys, I'm looking at 255 live viewers. Woo! That is y'all are pushing records that were already broken an hour ago for us. Thank you so much. Please share this video. The more eyes that gets on this page and this show helps us tremendously. Thank you for every single super chat, because this is your hard-earned money and we're so grateful. Thank you so much. You know where to find us. Jay Washington, what do you want to say?
Mr. Jay Washington on Instagram, TikTok, and OnlyFans, because I got a special podcast from if you ever saw the episodes of Blurs in the Hood, the Blurs After Dark episodes, those are only on OnlyFans. Go over there. But definitely this Friday, August 9th, 9:45 p.m. If you're in the Hollywood area, I encourage you to come out to the Hollywood Improv. Jay Washington and friends, the Improvers, entrusted me once again to do another show. And I started out the gate as like, well, how am I going to do this show? So Before the Bell Takeover. The first person I hit up was main event CT. First person I hit up.
It was a good move.
I know it was. It wasn't. I was going to hear it. If I'd have made you second, it was going to be a thing. If I'd hit a Money Morrow first,
yeah, it would have been crazy.
It'd have been crazy. Like, if I hit a buddy, hey Mark, can you do tonight? Oh yeah, CT, can you do?
Yeah.
No, so,
I would have said no. If you would have had that,
wow,
can't do it.
Can't do it. So definitely come out for that, man. Also, my stand-up special, Phenomenal Blurred, is dropping August 25th, my birthday, on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Mr. J Washington. So go subscribe. You can go ahead, the schedule when it's going to drop, 9 a.m. on August 25th. Check that out. Listen, we're about to go do the takedown. If you're a Patreon subscriber, come on, join us over there. Holla at y'all later. We out. Peace.
What day is